Have you ever wondered if something as simple as the way you pet your cat could quietly be damaging the trust between you? Picture this. It's late at night. You're finally relaxing, your cat curls up beside you, and you start gently stroking their fur. For a moment, everything feels perfect. Then suddenly they snap, bite a flick of the tail, and they walk away. And you're left sitting there thinking, what did I do wrong? Most cat owners brush this off as random behavior. Mood swings. That's just how cats are. But what if it's not random at all? What if in that exact moment, your cat was trying to tell you something and you completely missed it? According to animal behaviorists, many of the most common ways we interact with our cats feel harmless, even loving. But underneath the surface, some of these habits can overstimulate their nervous system, confuse their signals, and slowly erode the bond you think you're building. Be honest, has this ever happened to you? Let us know in the comments because you're definitely not alone. Spoiler alert! One small mistake most owners make while showing affection might actually be the thing that pushes their cat away the most. And once you see it, you'll never pet your cat the same way again. Your cat sees the parts of you others miss. Number 1. Screaming at them when they mess up. Have you ever caught your cat knocking something off the counter and instantly raised your voice without even thinking? It feels automatic, almost justified, like you're teaching them a lesson. But here's what most owners get wrong. Cats don't process cause and effect the way we do. They don't connect your reaction to their action. Instead, they connect your reaction to you. A 2021 study from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that cats who were frequently yelled at showed significantly higher levels of chronic stress, along with increased hiding aggression and even litter box issues. So, in your cat's mind, it's not, I shouldn't do that again. It's this person is unpredictable, and I'm not safe. And that shift is subtle but devastating. Because you're not trying to hurt them, you're reacting. But your cat doesn't understand intention. They only feel tone, volume, and energy. Over time, that doesn't correct behavior, it slowly breaks trust. Think about it. If someone randomly shouted at you every time you made a mistake, how long before you started avoiding them? That's exactly how your cat begins to see you. One mistake like this might seem small, but what happens when the problem isn't what you do to them, but what you're not giving them at all? Number 2. Never letting them hunt or chase. You wake up, get ready for work, and your cat is already curled up in the same spot. You come home hours later, and they're still there. Maybe they stretch, walk over, rub against your leg, and then go right back to sleeping. It looks peaceful, easy, like you have the perfect low-maintenance cat. But here's what's actually happening beneath the surface. Cats aren't designed to live a life without purpose. In the wild, their entire brain runs on a sequence: stalk, chase, pounce, catch. That cycle isn't just physical, it's deeply wired into their mental health. When that instinct goes unused day after day, something starts to shut down inside them. A study published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery found that cats without regular interactive play showed higher rates of obesity, aggression, over-grooming, and even depression-like symptoms. So that calm cat, there's a real chance they're not relaxed, they're understimulated. And the fix is simpler than you think. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day. One toy. One moment where they get to feel like a hunter again. That's all it takes to bring them back to life in ways you didn't expect. If this made you see your cat a little differently, take a second to like and subscribe so more cat owners can start noticing what their cats have been quietly trying to say all along. Because what seems like a quiet routine might actually be a silent signal. Number 3. Feeding them only dry kibble. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Veterinary Medical Association, cats fed exclusively dry food consistently showed lower total water intake, even when fresh water was always available. And that's where the problem begins. Now picture your daily routine. You wake up, pour a bowl of kibble, maybe top it off again, before leaving. It's convenient, clean. Your cat eats seems fine, and you move on with your day. But here's what most owners never realize. Cats didn't evolve like dogs. Their ancestors were desert animals getting nearly all their hydration from prey. That means their natural thirst drive is incredibly low. They're not built to compensate by drinking more water even when their body needs it. So when their entire diet consists of dry kibble containing only about 10% moisture, they exist in a constant state of low-level dehydration. And it doesn't show up overnight. Over time, that silent dehydration puts serious strain on their kidneys and urinary system. It's one of the leading contributors to kidney disease in cats, the number one cause of death in older felines. The frustrating part: it's preventable. You don't have to eliminate kibble completely. Even adding wet food a few times a week can dramatically increase their hydration and reduce long-term risk. One small change can literally extend your cat's life. But if what you feed them matters this much, then where you let them feel safe might matter even more. Number 4. Petting them in all the wrong spots. If what you feed your cat affects their health this deeply, then how you touch them might be shaping something even more fragile: their trust. Picture this. You're sitting on the couch, your cat jumps up beside you, settles in, maybe even exposes their belly. You take it as an invitation. You start petting long strokes down their back, maybe a quick belly rub, and then out of nowhere they bite you. It feels sudden, unpredictable, almost unfair, but it's not. A study from the University of Lincoln found that cats show the lowest stress responses when touched around the cheeks, the base of their ears, and under the chin. These are their safe zones, but when owners move to more sensitive areas like the belly or the base of the tail, stress levels spike almost instantly. So that moment you thought was bonding, it quietly turned into overstimulation. Cats have incredibly sensitive nerve endings. What feels gentle to you can become overwhelming to them in seconds. And when they react, it's not aggression, it's communication. They're not saying go away, they're saying that's too much. Respect that boundary, and you'll notice something shift. They stay longer, they come back more often. One clue revealed, but the next one isn't about how you touch them, it's about where they feel safest when they're most vulnerable. Number 5. Hiding the litter box in the wrong place. That place where your cat feels safest when they're most vulnerable. It's not where most owners think. Now think about your home. Where is your cat's litter box right now? Maybe it's tucked behind a washing machine, pushed into a dark corner, or hidden in a quiet storage space out of sight, out of smell. From a human perspective, that makes perfect sense. But from your cat's perspective, it goes against everything their instincts are built on. Domestic cats may live in your home, but their DNA still traces back to the African wildcat Felis libica. And in the wild, cats are both predators and prey. That means every time they go to the bathroom, they're in one of their most defenseless states. They can't run quickly, they can't fight effectively, so their survival depends on one thing: visibility and escape. A litter box placed in a tight enclosed space with only one way out creates a silent sense of danger. They can't see what's coming, they can't escape if something does, and that's when problems begin. They avoid the box, they go somewhere else, not to annoy you but to protect themselves. So when a cat stops using the litter box, it's rarely about behavior, it's about fear. One instinct explained, but the final one goes deeper than space or touch. It challenges one of the biggest myths about cats altogether. Number 6. Leaving them alone for too long. That myth we've all heard, that cats are independent, distant, and don't really care if you're around. This is where it completely falls apart. Think about your day. You wake up, get ready, maybe give your cat a quick pat, then head out for work. Hours pass, the house stays quiet, and when you finally come back, your cat walks over, looks at you for a second, and then calmly walks away. It feels like nothing happened. But a 2020 study published in Current Biology found that cats form real emotional attachment bonds with their owners, similar to dogs and even human infants. When separated and reunited, their reactions revealed something deeper: they do care. They just express it differently. Cats don't cry out. They don't destroy things to show distress. They go quiet. And that silence is what misleads us. Over time, long hours of isolation can lead to anxiety, depression, appetite changes, and subtle behavioral shifts that most owners never connect back to loneliness. The truth is, your cat notices every absence. They just don't show it in ways you expect. So when you come, don't walk past them. Pause. Sit down. Be present, even for a few minutes. To them, that moment matters more than you think. If you've ever wondered whether your cat actually misses you, let me know in the comments, because the answers might surprise more people than you expect. One final piece revealed, but what your cat truly feels about you goes even deeper than this. So here's the truth most people never realize. Your cat isn't just living in your home. They're constantly reading you, adapting to you, and trying quietly to connect with you in ways that are easy to miss. Every small action you take, the way you speak, the way you touch them, the time you give or don't give shapes how safe they feel around you. And safety to a cat is love. They may not show it the way dogs do. They may not run to the door or demand your attention. But when your cat chooses to sit near you, when they slow blink, when they stay even in silence, that's not random. That's trust. And more than that, it's their way of saying, you are my safe place. You're not just the person who feeds them. In their world, you're their protector. their routine, their entire sense of security. So the more you understand these small behaviors, the deeper your bond becomes. You think you know your cat? Wait until you see what these small behaviors actually mean. Go watch this next video and study them in a whole new way.